All right, let's dig into a classic cybersecurity problem, verifying if SMB signing is actually required on a system. You run a quick scan, it gives you an answer, but as we're about to see, that first answer isn't always the full story.
So, picture this. You're deep into a pen test. You run your usual tools against a target, and you get a result for SMB signing. Now you've got to write the report, but the output is just kind of murky. It's a situation I'm sure you've been in before.
And this all boils down to one critical question we have to answer with 100% certainty. Is signing truly required, or is it just enabled? That little distinction is everything when it comes to assessing the real security posture, and hey, the integrity of your report depends on getting it right.
Okay, check this out. This slide shows the problem perfectly. Over on the left, that's the dream, right? A nice, clean signing is required. But on the right, that's the one we see all the time, the one that causes the headache. Enabled but not required. What do you even do with that? Can you connect without signing? Can you not? This is the exact ambiguity we need to clear up. To get past this kind of uncertainty, we really need a bit of a mental shift. This isn't about pulling off some clever hack or a super secret trick. It's about adopting a mindset that puts being methodical and being accurate above all else. And here it is. This is the absolute key takeaway. As a security professional, your job isn't to be some kind of hacker wizard. It's to be a reliable investigator whose findings are rock solid. Being correct, that is the real skill.
And this is why being correct is so important. Your report is a professional document, right? So anyone, your client, another analyst, anyone, should be able to take your notes, follow your steps, and get the exact same result. That's what makes for defensible, professional, and reproducible work.
Now, this mindset has a huge impact on how we use our tools. Being correct means you have to understand what your tools are actually doing, and maybe more importantly, what they're not doing. It's all about knowing their limits.
So let's talk about Nmap. In this context, I want you to think of Nmap as a courtroom sketch artist. It gives you a fantastic, quick impression of the scene. It's great for identifying the key players and what's generally going on. But it's not the full, high-def video of the event. It's an interpretation, not necessarily the ground truth.
SMBclient, though, that's your flashlight. When Nmap's sketch leaves a corner of the room dark and ambiguous, you pull this out to shine a bright, direct light and see what's really there. It doesn't just guess or give you a verdict. It goes in and actively tries to negotiate with the service to test the rules. It's your active investigation tool.
When you do hit that weird, ambiguous result in a scan, don't just throw your hands up and think it's random. It's almost never random. There's a logical reason. Maybe it's a different setting on port 139 versus 445. Maybe it's different SMB dialects at play. The answer is usually hiding right there. It's a puzzle, not magic.
Okay, so let's get practical. How do we put this whole correct over clever idea into practice? Let's walk through a simple, repeatable process that will take you from that confusing scan result to a conclusion you can be totally confident in.
The process kicks off just like you'd think. You run the specific Nmap scripts for SMB security mode against both port 139 and 445. But the really crucial part isn't just running the scan. It's what comes next. You have to analyze the output, and then, if you need to, you confirm it manually.
This little table here is basically your playbook. The logic is really simple. If Nmap spits out required, you're good to go. Just save the output, document which ports, and move on. If you get that tricky enabled, not required, that's your signal to try a manual confirmation. And if the output is missing or just plain weird, that's when you start troubleshooting. Check the other port, look at different dialects, dig into the logs.
Look, the whole point of this entire process, all this methodical work, it all funnels down to one simple but incredibly powerful thing. Being able to write a single sentence in your report that you can stand behind with 100% confidence because you have the proof right there.
In the end, your investigation is going to lead you to one of three possible and totally honest conclusions. Number one, you've confirmed signing is absolutely required. 2, you've confirmed it's enabled but not required because you were able to connect without signing. Or 3, after trying everything, you state that you just can't make a definitive call. And you know what? Even that last one is a correct and totally professional finding. It shows you did your due diligence.
And it just all comes back to this, doesn't it? The whole process, from understanding what your tools are really telling you to writing that final sentence in your report, it all serves this one simple idea. It's about being diligent, not about finding a magic trick. It's about accuracy over assumptions.
So, I'll just leave you with this question to chew on.
The next time you're looking at one of those ambiguous scan results, are you going to take a guess and just move on? Or are you going to apply a methodical process to deliver a finding that is truly, completely verifiable? That choice makes all the difference in the world.